Congratulations, you finished all your keywords and concepts. Now we get to do the fun bit. So for this week, we are going to be watching a documentary entitled The Social Dilemma. Now, if you have Netflix, which I imagine many of you do, and you would prefer to watch it over there, you totally can. It's a Netflix documentary, but the Internet Archive has it, so we can all watch it. Yay. Thank you, Internet Archive. So The Social Dilemma is a documentary that was created by a bunch of whistleblowers within the tech industry. So these folks worked at Google, and they worked at Facebook, and they worked at Instagram, and they worked there at the very beginning, right? Like when all the algorithms were being written and everybody was figuring all this stuff out. They're the ones creating this documentary. It actually took them a little longer than they were anticipating because there were many lawsuits to stop the documentary, which usually means they're telling us something we need to know. So as we watch this documentary, it's talking about how algorithms work, how social media works, and I find that a lot of us, despite spending a lot of time on social media, don't understand why it works or how it works. And I know you've got to be thinking, what on earth does social media have to do with learning? We're going to find out, guys. Social media conditions your brain. It trains your brain, okay? I have this argument in our in-person section of this class that TikTok is essentially a giant Skinner box because it is. You're either rewarded or punished, and it's trying to keep you in it for as long as possible. And you will see this as you watch the documentary. Our keywords and concepts from the entire term are all over this documentary. They use a lot of psychology to sell you these products, right? So as we're watching this, I'm going to give you a challenge. It's the same challenge I'm giving my in-person section. Can you watch this entire documentary without your phone? Can you? Without ever checking anything else, just watching the documentary. No Instagram, no TikTok, no Snapchat, no checking your email, no phone in the background, nothing. Just watching the documentary. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. My guess is it won't go super well. We really do have an addiction problem. So we're going to talk about that in our discussion board post. So think about that as you're watching the documentary. How can we address this socially as a society? How can we make this less damaging psychologically? All of that. One more thing. They talk about surveillance capitalism in this documentary. They do a pretty good job of explaining it, but I just want to make sure everybody understands what they mean. We're in a place now where we no longer pay for things with money. We pay for it with data, right? So you don't actually pay for Facebook. And if you don't pay for something, you're the product. So when you go into Facebook and you give them access to your information, that's how you're paying for it, right? You're letting them watch you on the internet. You're letting them follow you through the internet, see what you buy, see who you talk to, see what groups you join, all of that. And that's how they make their profit. So that's surveillance capitalism. So instead of handing somebody a money for a good or a service, you're handing them information about yourself in exchange for that good or service. So I just wanted to make sure everybody had that and they were clear. Go ahead, try to do this tech free. Let me know how that goes in the discussion board post. I'm always super curious. And I hope you enjoy this one, guys, because I really do. All right, I'll see you in the next video.